All right, surfers in the lineup. We're just doing a quick sound check. Surfers in the lineup, lift up your hands if you can hear my voice. That little group of 4 surfers right up at the top. Okay, thank you there at the bottom and at the top. Thank you guys.
I think if you ask anyone who's watched any type of competitive surfing, they'll say that the most exciting events are waves of consequence.
It's one of those sort of freak of nature waves that you don't get too many of in the world.
After a 7-year hiatus, the World Surf League Championship Tour returns to Fiji. 8 coveted spots remain for the Lexus WSL Finals.
Timmers, you're going to lowers. John Florence, you are the #1 seed.
Early season contenders look to fend off the rising momentum of Brazilian Goofy Foots. 2 veterans with past Fijian success look to chase down their own final 5 spots. Along along with 2 first-time Phenom wildcards. The 4-time Fiji champ Kelly Slater is back. Fates will be determined here at the Corona Fiji Pro, presented by Bonsoy. We have a big Dawn Patrol show coming your way. Kelly Slater, the wild card, is back to take on the best in the world. And also, we've got some big names fighting for Final 5 spots, from Tatiana Weston-Webb, Joanne Defay, and Gabriel Medina, hoping to fight for a world title. Also, we've got some teenage phenoms entering the mix. Sierra Kerr and Aaron Brooks making their championship tour debut. What a morning it's been. John and Ross having a little breakfast, talking shop, right in front of restaurants, the backup venue. And out in the water, some small conditions. And yeah, old childhood friends still acting like kids today. Leo and Kanoa having a nice little warm-up. All the boats are activating. Sawyer Lindblad is just pinching herself to be on a world-class left. Smaller conditions. Oh, there they go again. Kanoa and Leo. You got a nice, easy morning. Nice, calm, relaxed vibe. As you can tell, it's pretty small at the moment, but we want to welcome you all to the Corona Fiji Pro, presented by Bonsoy. And how good is this? A paradise at the Fiji Marriott Resort, Momi Bay host set. Thanks for being in our company. This is the last event of the regular season, and we've got a lot to discuss. I'm Joe Turpel, Felicity Palmatier, Jesse Mendez. Flick, you've been here for a long time. Give me the highlights, because you are absolutely glowing with stoke right now.
Oh, you know, I have fully activated vacay mode. I've been here straight from the USA Open, 6 days. I've been sailing, I've been jet skiing, surfing, getting massages, cocktails on Sunset. I'm like, wow, okay, I've actually got to work this morning.
Yeah, I mean, Jesse, the importance of this wave. We know we've had a 7-year hiatus from seeing this on the championship tour stage. It's back. And there's been just the buzz in the air ever since that announcement was made on the World Surf League.
Yeah, I think, Joe, first, this is a left hand, and we don't have many left hands on tour. And not to mention, this is a rippable left hand, but also a wave of consequence. You can have huge barrels out here. So I'm excited to watch all the goofies, and the regulars stepped it up as well. Let's get a little more familiar with where we are on the planet. Remember last time we saw you on the CT event, we were in South America, in Brazil. As we zone in here on the South Pacific, neighboring islands of Fiji would be Vanuatu, Tonga, Samoa. There's 332 islands in the Fijian archipelago. And check out where we're hanging right now at the Fiji Marriott Resort, Momi Bay. About 6 miles out, a little more, you get to Cloudbreak and restaurants, which is the backup venue. Both world-class lefts, right in between Tavarua and Namotu. From Namotu, it's about 3 miles to Cloudbreak. From Tavarua, it's about 1.5 miles. And you get to this absolute paradise. It feels cartoonish, you know, these sand islands in the middle of the ocean, blue water, gorgeous reef. I don't know what more you could ask for.
Oh, this is literally heaven on earth. It's so beautiful. I mean, look at the set we're sitting on. There's overwater bungalows behind us. It feels very bougie, but I'm excited to be back here. Honestly, ever since I started surfing, this has been one of my bucket list waves to come to, and I'm finally here. And yeah, I love waves of consequence, so bring on the next few days.
I'm sure for you, Jesse, watching this event as a kid, you know, from the Hobgood brothers and all those stories from the past. I mean, this has got to be that destination you've always dreamed of coming to.
No doubt, mostly being a goofy foot like Flick. I think it's what you dream of growing up, and a few memories that comes to mind is actually Owen Wright. The two perfect heats he's had out here. Just that stand-up barrel, huge carves, and it's just, I guess, what we show up to watch, and I can't wait to watch because there's fun forecasts ahead of us.
That was a historical memory of yours. 2 perfect heats in the same event for Owen Wright. That record still stands. Coming into venues like this, when you got a great forecast, you never know what you're in store for. Surfline is our official forecaster. As you can tell, it's pretty small today, but we've got something to look forward to, Jesse. Things you can pick up tomorrow.
Yeah, I know. It looks exciting for tomorrow. Sorry, it looks kind of slow for tomorrow, but then heading on into the week, it looks like we're going to have some fun days ahead of us. Thursday being the best of them. Maybe some barrels, maybe some big hacks, so I'm excited to watch.
Yeah, if you look, obviously today when we saw it in the arrivals, right, it's looking pretty small. Things are, a little bit hard out there, but, we've got good things to look forward to. I mean, tomorrow's small, but like you said, Jesse, building throughout the day, potentially maybe a start later on in the day. And then look at Thursday, 6 to 10 foot faces, offshore. You've got those side shore those cross shore winds coming in the afternoon. But yeah, Thursday, Friday to me, they're looking great. There's lots of opportunity out there, and I think we're going to see Cloudbreak probably in all its glory on Thursday.
When you see that day, which has been slightly improving in the last couple of days, getting the reports from Jonathan Warren, one person you think of with a better forecast, Kelly Slater. He obviously rips. He's the GOAT, but the better the waves, the better he is. He's back. And kind of an emotional moment for him in the celebration of his career. 4-time champ at this is still going to be one to beat.
Completely, right? I think he has to be a pick because he's just got so much experience and so much knowledge, and this is a wave that lends itself to that. It's tricky. It's a big playing field. Think about the generations that he's lived throughout here, the experiences, the memories. It's almost like a tradition for him coming back to an event like this, like a coming home. And I just don't think you can count him out, especially with that forecast.
And, I mean, he might not be in his prime right now, but that's okay. He's over 50. But we can't forget what he's done here in the past. He still is one of the best two-breaders in the world, mostly in a jersey. So for him to put out a good performance here, I mean, we just got to wait because he's probably going to do it.
He calls it his happy place, and coming here at 18 for the first time and then winning the event 4 times in his career. When you think of the events to win for him, it's Pipe, Tahiti, and Cloudbreak. And so what a great time to celebrate the GOAT. There's some surfers in the draw that have experience at this event, even though there's been a 7-year hiatus. You look at Kelly with 12 starts out here, Jordy and Gabe with 6 appearances, Medina with a couple of big wins. Connor O'Leary with that final he made as a rookie back in the day. That was 2017, so he's back to try to do one stop better and get a victory here in Fiji at Cloudbreak. So really cool stories there with some, trying to get familiar with this big lineup here at Cloudbreak. And the whole goal at this event is to work out the final 5 for the Lexus WSL Finals. More on that coming up next.
John yanks on the rail, over the foam ball, moves through there. Ball standing up and he just blows the tail right through it. That's a perfect 10 for John Florence.
Let's check out our current final 5. John Florence, world #1, basically has to paddle out to seal the deal with the yellow jersey into the finals, but we got to work out the 4 remaining surfers that compete for a world title this September. Now let's send it to the channel and get the official call with AJ McCord and Jessie Miley-Dyer.
So Jessie, we're out here in the channel at Cloudbreak. So excited to be back. Give us a look at the next few days. It looks really good. So tomorrow's going to be a really interesting call for us. We know it's going to get bigger in the afternoon. The next day is it's looking really good. So we actually are looking at this forecast and we're going to have really great waves out here, especially when you get to that wave that day after tomorrow, and it should be really good for everyone.
And we're so excited. You can feel it from the athletes to the staff to being back here in the channel at Cloudbreak. What does it feel like?
It's awesome. We love being here in Fiji. Cloudbreak is such an amazing wave, and for us to be coming back for the finals next year as well, it's going to be a really important event for all the surfers, and you know, we're just happy to be here.
So from 6 miles out, we're happy to be here. Send it back to you in the studio.
Thanks so much, AJ and Jessie Miley-Dyer. Late 8 today. I knew it. I mean, it looked pretty small, but obviously great waves ahead of us over the next couple days for competition, which is great news that we've got some surf coming, because the final 5 picture, as we just saw, is a big one. You know, for John, we know he's there at lowers, but we've got to clinch some spots here. When you focus in on the rankings just to see who's in contention, from Baron Mamiya below, including Baron, they're out of contention for the Lexus WSO finals. Everyone above has a mathematical shot. It's a long shot. The surfers in those positions in the final 5, they're the spots people are gunning for. For Ewing, Dora, Smith, they're really focusing on event wins to clinch. Robinson and Ferreira can do it their own way if they make the semifinals. For Colapinto, it's a heat win to get to the round of 16 to officially be back on his home break. The big name there that's missing in the final 5, Gabriel Medina. Needs to do a lot and has to have some things go his way if he wants to compete for a 4th world title, Jessie.
Totally, Joe. It's due time for him to actually win an event. It's been quite a while for a guy like him. And this wave is just perfect canvas for him to just aggressive approach, very fast down the line, and if it's small, this is going to play in a huge advantage. As you see it right there, it just reads the wave so well and has so much power, and he's able to transition to slow speed to quick speed better than anyone, and he can mix it up with big airs, and if it's bigger, he's even better because he's one of the best tube riders in the world, and he can still mix it up on 6-foot waves with massive air. So I'm super excited to watch him and see if he can step it up this year.
Gabriel Medina needs to win the event to have a shot, but he needs Robinson, Ferreira, and Ewing to lose before the quarterfinals. We'll focus on that scenario so far for Medina if he will have a chance to compete for a world title. Remember, last year he was 6th in the world going into Tahiti. This year he's 8th into Cloudbreak, and he lost to Jack Robinson in a final, so he's got a hill to climb. But you know, if Aki was the raging bull, you'd call Medina the ferocious lion. He might get it done.
He might get it done. Look, it's hard, right? Coming into this, I thought, okay, yeah, Medina's got this chance, right? But it is harder than what it looks. However, if anyone's going to do it, I think it can be him.
A lot of great scenarios coming up on the women's side as well. We have 4 big spots remaining. Katie Simmer still setting the pace in the final 5 picture. Coming up next on Dawn Patrol.
goes Katie Simmers. Katie pulling in, huge backdoor section, and she reappears.
Let's check out the current Final Five picture. Katie Simmers, 18 years of age, world number 1, has a chance to clinch the yellow jersey if she reaches the quarterfinals. That's a heat win coming out of the opening round. Reigning world champ up to number 2 in the world. Brees is basically a local out here as she wants to compete for a world title. Molly Pickham, Gabby Bryant in the mix. Gabby fighting for her first world title as she's number 5 at the moment, but there's some big names right behind her as we can say hello to us right here. We're waving in the distance from the Fiji Marriott Resort Momi Bay host set. Thanks for being with us. Well, the contest might be off today, but someone who's always on. Richie, love it. Welcome back to Fiji, my friend.
Thanks, Joe. Thanks for having me back, man. It's been a while.
When was the last time?
2005 was my my last event here. It was the last time I was in Fiji, and I got to say, some of my fondest memories from my years on tour are right here. You know, it was like having an event, but having a bit of a holiday as well. You know, that Fijian hospitality, and we all know the waves are world class.
Oh, absolutely world class. I think that 2005 event you're talking about, opening round heat with the GOAT, Kelly Slater. I think you also had heat with Bruce Irons. Wow, what an era.
Yeah, it was an incredible time. I don't think I won that heat, but it didn't matter. Nonetheless, it was just a pleasure to compete out here, and I've done it a number of years, so great to be back. I'm feeling that Fijian energy.
Let's dive into this Final Five snapshot. A lot on the line for the world title race as we see what we've got here. Joanne Defay is just outside of the Final Five. Her reputation on this wave, a past champion, has to win the event to clinch a spot. You also look at Tatiana Weston-Webb, just out, number 7. She's looking for a big result to compete for a world title. The only surfer that's out of contention is 2-time world champ Tyler Wright. Everyone else has a mathematical shot, and Katie once again trying to clinch the number 1 seed and showing up at lowers in back-to-back events. She's the one that's guaranteed to be there, and we'll work out the rest of the math. When we focus in on Tatiana Weston-Webb, she's been magic ever since she got here to Cloudbreak, as we see Molly Pickham going for a warm-up. But we know Katie's also going to be hard to beat, enjoying these small conditions and preparing for a potential game day tomorrow. But thinking about Tati and where she is at the moment, you know, what does she have to do and what can she do here at Cloudbreak against the best of the world?
She's one of the best in waves of consequence. There's no doubt about it. We saw it in Tahiti. I mean, the perfect 10 she had. She's finished runner-up here to Courtney Conalogue the last time, you know, the women ran out here. And I think she's on that beautiful Olympic momentum from Tahiti. She's taking that here. She got a silver medal. I feel like she's fired up. And, you know, on the attack mode, she hasn't got anything to lose. She's not within that Final Five yet. And I just know, you know, she's a tenacious competitor. She's not going to back down when it's big, when it's meaty. She's going to push herself over the edge. I mean, that finals day where she got runner-up, it was solid, and she was giving it a serious crack. So I think for me, Tati's, you know, within reach. Yes, it's a long shot. It's possible.
Definitely possible. Another one in that same category is Joanne Defay. Another great performance at the Olympic Games, getting bronze. Richie, your thoughts on her?
Yeah, I think she's going to be really dangerous out here on the backhand. Born and raised on the reef break of St. Lou, a really gnarly, treacherous reef. But she's comfortable over the reef breaks. As you said, Flick, you know, she's got that Olympic energy. I felt like she did some of her best hand maneuvers. The turns on the backhand were really, really sharp. So given the forecast, I think we're going to have a bit of a mix of barrel riding and going to the maneuvers. So really well poised to attack. And when I say attack, she's coming in with the mindset of attack. Whereas the women who are already in that top 5 maybe will surf a little bit defensively. So I like where she's at. I saw her yesterday. She looked nice and relaxed at the opening ceremony. And you can see her on screen now, just taking her time and warming up into the day.
Oh, the big names looking for the spots in the Final 5. Enjoying breakfast this morning. Day off, but let's prepare also for 2 17-year-old phenoms making their big CT debut. We'll be right back.
My goodness!
She's gonna get spat out of the barrel.
I'm so excited to compete against a lot of the girls that I look up to.
You always want to win the event. That's always the goal.
Global superstar Sierra Kerr in the water.
Hopefully just put on a good show and see how I go against the CT competitors.
Most 17-year-olds in the world are trying to extend their curfew from their parents. These 17-year-olds here are trying to put their heroes to bed early. Sierra Kerr, Aaron Brooks, how do you like that? Making their championship tour debut here at Cloudbreak. And this is as good as it gets when you look at them in the same generation. Two good friends that push each other a lot. One from Texas, one from Coolangatta and kind of Carlsbad, California, Rick.
Yeah, this is the future of women's surfing, not for just the USA and Australia, but globally. And it's incredible that we've got two phenoms rising up in the sport at the same time. You know, their future is mapped out. They're going to be a force to be reckoned with in years to come.
And also kind of a cool full circle moment. Remember Sierra Kerr at 8 being a caddy for her dad, Josh?
Yeah, this is a full circle moment, and how cool. I mean, the graphic on the screen, Sierra Kerr, age 8. I mean, how cute is that? And it's so awesome here, you know, that so just to be able to draw on all that experience, the knowledge from Josh, but I just, you know, the story has been the women charging this year. We've got a good forecast. Can't wait to watch these women, yeah, go loose on the world tour for the first
Josh
time.
Kerr is going to coach his daughter, Sierra. What about Aaron Brooks?
Yeah, well, word on the street is that Aaron's going to be leaning into the experience of Kelly Slater here, and what a better mentor, no better mentor to have at Fiji here, so look out for Aaron.
That is massive. Kelly doing double duty in the event, but also coaching Aaron Brooks. We are off for the day. We will be making a call tomorrow. The swell is supposed to be on the rise. It could happen late, so it could even be a multiple call day leading up into Thursday of competition, which could be absolutely epic. Take care, everybody. Stay tuned on worldsurfleague.com. We'll see you in the morning for the call.
Figure out all